If you're looking for an exciting and challenging career and love the idea of flying, why not consider becoming an aeroplane pilot? Aeroplane pilots fly various types of aeroplanes to transport passengers, mail or freight. Depending on their qualifications, they do this in either light aircraft or in the biggest airliners. Some aeroplane pilots fly for emergency services or do aerial surveillance. You'll need to decide what type of an aeroplane pilot you want to be and what type of aircraft you'd like to fly to follow your correct career path. But no matter what type of flying you want to do, all pilots follow very strict working procedures. Typically, an aeroplane pilot's day begins with a briefing on the flight. This briefing includes discussion about flight plans and weather conditions. Alternative airports along the route need to be identified in case the aircraft has to divert. Before every flight, the aeroplane pilot will inspect the aircraft and its maintenance records. He or she will then do pre-flight checks of the controls, instruments and systems before taking off. When everything has been checked and the aircraft is ready to fly, the aeroplane pilot requests clearance from air traffic control for takeoff. During flight, the aeroplane pilot remains in contact with air traffic control, while at the same time monitoring the plane's instruments and systems. The aeroplane pilot ensures that the aircraft remains at the right altitude, correct speed, and that it is headed towards its destination. Should any unforeseen events arise, like sudden changes in the weather, the aeroplane pilot has to rely on his or her training and knowledge to take the appropriate measures. After every flight, the aeroplane pilot will need to sign the necessary certificates and maintain the official records of the flight. To become an aeroplane pilot, you will need to be perfectly fit and healthy to pass the flying medical exam. You will have to be proficient in English, as it is the standard language of the flying industry. You can enroll in a cadet program with a commercial airline or train at a private flying school that has been accredited by the South African Civil Aviation Authority. You will need to complete a series of flying licenses, starting with the student's pilot's license, the private pilot's license, and finally a commercial pilot's license before you can work as a professional aeroplane pilot. If you want to fly the large jets, you will need to accumulate at least 1,500 hours of flying time and also study for your airline transport pilot's license. Becoming an aeroplane pilot is a long and demanding process, but with perseverance and a love for flight, you can make a successful career of it.